Why it takes so long to see the light? Seems so wrong, but now it seems so right. What a lady, what a night. I felt the Lord's back, the rolling over spinning my head around and taking my body
Classic Kid 95.1 KMSD. Out of
713 KMSD. It's time for basketball. We head to Chad Knowles, the voice of the Bulldogs, for a little boys basketball. Chad, take it out to you.
Yes, good evening, Jeff, and good evening, sports fans, basketball fans. We've got one game tonight for you, Milbank and Florence Henry, and some boys action here tonight. Milbank in at 6-3 on the season. They lost, of course, 40-38 to Wabash Summit on Tuesday night. Sam Rick with 12 points, Jeter Schooler with 11 that night. And, of course, Milbank was supposed to play Groton area last night in a boys-girls doubleheader, and Mother Nature, and specifically the cold side of Mother Nature, said, I don't think so. And it's still plenty cold out there today as well. But, again, some nice hot, warm action here, basketball-wise, in the National Guard Armory. Florence Henry struggling a little bit, quite honestly, this year. They're 2-9 on the season. They did lose a close one, though, to Langford area on Saturday, 67-66 in overtime. Carson Kelly dropped in 26 points that night. Dawson Lavacek with 13, and Zachary Schrader had 11 for Florence Henry on Saturday night in that overtime loss to Langford area. The JV game, both JV and C games had a running clock, so that's why we're on a little bit earlier tonight. The JV game went to Milbank 64-18, and the C game went to Milbank as well, 54-17. As always, we want to thank all of our sponsors on both the radio side and the internet side as well. You're in tune to Classic Hits, 95.1 KMSD FM, 1510 AM KMSD, Milbank, South Dakota, and streaming audio and video on BigStoneRadio.com and our YouTube page as well. Well, as always, tonight is no exception. The law on the court here tonight in Milbank is brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. We'll be back with the starting lineups, the national anthem. We have a couple trumpet players tonight, I believe, doing the national anthem, so that'll be a special treat for you. We'll return with all that coming up in 2 minutes on KMSD and BigStoneRadio.com.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
This year, Pioneer celebrates a century of innovation, from the first corn hybrid to the latest innovation like more seed and less corn, or Pioneer brand Z-Series soybeans. They're proud to be the one you count on when every bushel counts. Plant the 100th season of Pioneer. Contact Paul or Riley at Dakota Country Egg Service in Milbank today at 605-467-0715 or 605-949-4170 to learn more.
Milbank Ford isn't just a dealership. It's part of your journey. Whether you're cruising toward adventure or hauling hometown pride, they've got the ride to get you there. Stop in and explore their lineup of tough F-Series trucks, fuel-efficient SUVs, and family-ready crossovers, all backed by local service you can count on. The road starts in Milbank, but it could take you anywhere. Come and find your Ford today at Milbank Ford, where small-town trust meets big-time value.
Dreaming of a getaway? Escape to Schmidt's Landing on beautiful Big Stone Lake. Whether you're casting for walleyes, perch your bass, or just enjoying these stunning views, Schmidt's Landing has something for everyone. Relax in comfortable lakeside suites, or set up your camper or tent for a long weekend. How about spending this summer at your seasonal RV spot? There are also boat and pontoon rentals, plus a fully stocked C-store with bait and license. Discover a family adventure or a peaceful retreat at Schmidt's Landing. Visit schmidtslanding.com and like them on Facebook.
And welcome back inside the nice warm National Guard Armory here tonight on a frigid Friday night here in late January. Again, I'm Chad, glad to be along with you. Jeff back at the studios tonight of KMSD. Thanks for his efforts as well. We're going to meet the starting lineups here shortly, have the national anthem, but let's get you introduced to the Florence Henry Falcons. They will start at 5'9" junior, number 0, Tucker Keller, 6' junior, number 2, Dawson Lavacek, a 5'9" junior, number 13, Zachary Schrader, Schrader, a 6'1 sophomore, number 23, Carson Kelly, and a 6'6 sophomore, number 41, Carson Rosso. The Florence Henry Falcons are coached by head coach Will Rowe. He's assisted by Brandon Huppler, Jacob Bach, and Angie Kelly. And now the Milbank Bulldogs, they'll go 5'11 junior, number 2, Jeter Schooler, 6 foot junior, number 1, Sam Rick, 6'1 senior, number 13, Jack Howard, 6'4 sophomore, number 0, Lincoln Holscher, and a 6'6 sophomore, number 32, Emmett Snaza. Milbank is coached by Logan Deedy, assisted by Travis Lester, Carter Malone. Now it's time for our national anthem. Job there on the national anthem. I believe Tate Pugh down there, as well as Anna Negebauer. So those were your trumpet players tonight. Now, again, as they always do, they're going to turn off the lights here very shortly at the National Guard Armory. But again, in case you're just tuning in, let's meet the starters again. First of all, for the visitors tonight, the Florence Henry Falcons. They will go at 1 guard, 5'9 junior, number 0, Tucker Keller, a 6 foot junior, number 2, Dawson Lavacek, a 5'9 junior, number 13, Zachary Schrader, a 6'1 sophomore, number 23, Carson Kelly, and a 6'6 sophomore, number 41, Carson Rosso. Florence Henry in at 2-9 on the season. Their head coach is Will Rowe. He's assisted by Brandon Huppler, Jacob Bach, and Angie Kelly. And now for the Milbank Bulldogs, 5'11 junior is a guard. He is number 2, Jeter Schooler. His running mate, 6 foot junior, number 1, Sam Rick. A 6'1 senior, number 13, Jack Howard. A 6'4 sophomore, number 0, Lincoln Holscher. And getting the nod to start tonight, 6'6 sophomore, number 32, Emmett Snaza. So 6'6 Emmett Snaza, 6'4 Lincoln Holscher should be a big presence in the middle for the Bulldogs tonight. Snaza wears number 32. Again, Milbank coached by Logan Deedy. He's assisted by Travis Lester and Carter Malone. Now the lights will go out shortly here at the National Guard Armory as we meet the Milbank Bulldogs starting lineup, and they will do the introduce the junior Bulldogs, and then the lights should go off. So we will be back with basketball in 1 minute on KMSD and BigStoneRadio.com.
Are you in need of collision repair? Look no further than Al's Body Shop. Their team of expert technicians has years of experience and are dedicated to getting your car or truck back on the road in no time. From minor dings to major body damage, they've got you covered. And with their state-of-the-art equipment, they can handle any make or model. Plus, they work with all insurance companies to make the process as easy as possible. Don't let an accident slow you down. Go see Al's Body Shop today. Al's Body Shop, Milbank. Quality collision repair you can trust. Bean Pharmacy Pharmacy is your hometown family-owned independent pharmacy conveniently located within the Milbank Area Healthcare Campus. Bean Pharmacy is a full-service pharmacy specializing in fast, accurate, and friendly service. They also offer a full line of over-the-counter products such as vitamins, first aid, and diabetic supplies. Need your prescriptions mailed or delivered? Bean Pharmacy can do that too, and it's free. Don't forget about their convenient drive-thru for quality health care for the entire family. See Bean Pharmacy, located in the Milbank Area Healthcare Campus.
Milbank getting introduced as we speak. So getting ready for basketball action again. Don't forget, tomorrow we're back on the air with the doubleheader from Groton that was supposed to be last night. And this is the way it's going to run down. The JV girls and C boys will start at 2 o'clock tomorrow. JV boys will start at 3, varsity girls about 4, and the varsity boys about 5:15, 5:30. Of course, we'll have the varsity contest for you on KMSD and the World Wide Web as well, BigStoneRadio.com and our YouTube page. They should be a couple of dandies tomorrow in terms of games from Groton, and we'll have those games for you tomorrow. Don't forget Coach's Corner during the 10 o'clock hour tomorrow with Jeff Carino. All right, we are ready for tip-off here in the National Guard Armory. Pretty nice crowd on a very cold evening here in Milbank, as Emmett Snaza is in the jump circle now with Dawson Lavacek. Dawson giving up 6 inches in this altercation here. Snaza wins the tip, and Sam Rick has the basketball now for Milbank. Milbank will travel right to left as we look at the floor here in the first half. Florence Henry will go left to right. Snaza has it on the block, turns, spins, puts it up from short range, no good. Rebound taken out of there by Rosso. 6'6" Rosso against 6'6" Snaza down low tonight. That should be a pretty good battle underneath the rack here tonight. As the Falcons now, they play catch. Carson Kelly. And they work it on the left wing now. Kelly has it back, spins in the lane, puts it up off the glass. It goes in, but he traveled first. Nice looking move that time by Carson Kelly, but he traveled first. So the Goose Eggs are still on the scoreboard here on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. Jeter Schooler with it now for the Bulldogs. Dribbles into the front court. Right wing now, Sam Rick on the baseline, down low again to Snaza on the block. Snaza is going to get it taken away. Turnover number 1 on Milbank. And here come the Falcons now, front court. They're going to get it now to Kelly on top of the key. Right wing it goes. They go underneath on the block. Catching down there is Schrader. Gets it back out top of the key to Lavacek. Lavacek moves to the rim. No, but Lavacek is going to be fouled. So Dawson Lavacek will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Dawson, a 6-foot junior for Coach Will Rowe and the Florence Henry Falcons. Again, welcome in tonight on your Friday night, kicking off your weekend here. Lavacek leaves that free throw short. So we're still scoreless here. We've got about a minute and a half gone in the game. Lavacek's second free throw is no good either. Snaza clears the boards for Milbank, gets it to Rick. Right wing to Holscher. Lincoln puts it on the floor, gets it over to Howard on the left wing. Jack puts it on the floor, over to Schooler. He'll pump from 10 feet away, no good. Rebound run down by Lincoln Holscher. And he'll get it to Sam Rick, to Schooler on the baseline. Back to Rick on the right wing. Rick looking at Coach Dede now, who's shouting out some instructions. Gives it to Jeter Schooler. Schooler now to Sam Rick on the weave on top of the key to Howard. Jack Howard directing traffic over to Emmett Snaza in the right wing. Howard top of the key, left wing. 3 is up and in. Sam Rick connects from long range. 3-0 Milbank. 5:44 left here in the opening quarter. as the Falcons get it front court now to Schrader. Schrader just about travels with it, gets it back to Kelly though on the right wing. They work it to Keller now. On the block to Rosso. He moves toward the rim, no good. Rebound is going to hit about 4 pairs of hands. Into Emmett Snaza to Sam Rick. To Lincoln Holscher. Lincoln Holscher now to Rick. Top of the key, Howard. And then there is going to be, I think Rosso has himself perhaps a bloody nose. He's looking at his wrist, but then he's also touching his nose. So I think Carson Rosso has probably got a bloody nose. One of the officials goes down to look at the floor, but it looked like there was nothing on the floor. So Rosso will get attended to now. In is number 40, Colby Robinson. For the Falcons, that's 5:19 left in the first. Milbank is leading here 3-0 on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. As Holscher now gets it in to Schooler. Schooler puts the ball on the floor with his left hand, now over to his right hand and to the right side of the wing. Over to Sam Rick. Nice move on the baseline. Sam up off the window. Nice move and nice finish by Sam Rick. He's got all 5 now. So it's Sam Rick 5. The Falcons from Florence Henry 0 right now. It is Kelly with it now for the Falcons. They work it over to Keller on the left wing. Top of the key, Kelly. Right wing it goes to Schrader. Schrader leaves it up to the top of the key. Now they go left wing to Kelly. Kelly maneuvers toward the rim. He's going to lose the ball on the way. Picked out by Jack Howard up to Schooler. Schooler into Snaza down low. Snaza turns from 5 feet away. Up and in for 2. So Milbank has grabbed a quick 7-0 lead here with 4:32 left on the scoreboard in the first quarter. And there's going to be a timeout called by Coach Rowe, and we'll take one as well. We'll be back with more basketball in 30 seconds on KMSD and BigStoneRadio.com.
Here's where the good ideas come from. Street Graphics, Main Street, Milbank, working with local schools to provide ideas and solutions for fundraising. They can customize a design just for you. T-shirts, trophies, banners, buttons, contract printing, they do it all. They work in quantities from 1 to 5,000. Printing and promotions, they print on anything but paper. See them at streetgraphics.com. That's graphics with an EX. Main Street, Milbank, South Dakota, streetgraphics.com.
With more play-by-play, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Chad Knowles.
All righty, back we are here at the National Guard Armory, high above it on, again, a very frigid winter night here in northeast South Dakota. Anyway, there's a pick-off like on the football field by Jeter Schooler for Milbank. Over to Ryan Keaton. He'll load up for 3. Ryan Keaton drains it. There wasn't a defender within about 5 feet of Ryan that time, and he puts it up and in. 10-0 Milbank. They've scored a touchdown. They added the extra point, and now they've kicked a field goal. It's 10-0 as the Falcons on the attack. Now Kelly under the basket. Kelly get a little bit too far under the basket, puts it up no good. Rebound to Schooler, and then it gets knocked to Emmett Snaza. And running front court now is Keaton to Rick on the left wing. Rick puts it on the floor. Rick, nice move from the left side that time. Sam Rick up off the window for 2. He's got 7 now. It's 12-0 Milbank. Lewis Family Drug scoreboard here with 3.5 left in our first quarter. Lavacek with it now. They work the perimeter along the left wing to Keller. Keller dribbles to the top of the key, leaves it off for Kelly. Right wing to Schrader. There's a 16-foot J on the baseline. That is up and in for, let's see, that is Colby Robinson. So it's 12-2 now. Milbank is leading here, and they have the basketball. Is Rick now on the right wing. Sam Rick picks up the basketball to Snaza on the baseline. Snaza puts it on the floor, now maneuvers with his back to the rim. Gets double team, kicks it back out to Holscher for 3. Lincoln, no good. Rebound to Robinson, and here comes the Falcons with Kelly running front court now. Carson Kelly stops at the right elbow, a little bit toward the top of the key, gets it off to Keller. Keller now on the right wing for the Falcons. They work it back now to Lavacek, and that's going to be knocked out of bounds by Milbank. Leighton Osowski in for the Bulldogs now. He will replace Emmett Snaza. So Florence Henry will throw the ball inside court. Lavacek, will do that. And there is going to be a foul on the inbounds, and that's going to be called on Jeter Schooler, I believe. So Jeter with his first personal. Second team foul on the Bulldogs here in the first quarter. The Falcons have it now. There's kind of a little alley-oop, and that was a nice play that time, intention anyway. They alley-ooped it to Tucker Keller. Keller came up empty on the shot, and it's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Milbank. So 2:24 left to play here in the first quarter. 12-2. Milbank is leading on the baseline to Kelly. Nice move to the rim by Kelly. Does not finish, though. Rebound to Milbank, and they want to push matters. Here's Ryan Keaton now with it. He doesn't have the numbers, so he does slow it down. Back to Sam Rick to Holscher on the left wing. Sam Rick now dribbling over toward the left side of the top of the key. Sam puts on the move, and he is going to be called with the offensive foul as he kind of threw that arm out there just a little bit too hard, and is going to be called for an offensive foul by official Mike Schmidt. So 2:02 left in our first quarter. 12-2. Milbank leads, and Florence Henry has the ball now. Keller, some full court pressure now being employed by Milbank. And they work it now. Top of the key, Keller. Left wing it goes to Schrader. Underneath Kelly. Spin move. Kelly up. And that's going to drop in for Carson Kelly. Nice move to the rim that time. Carson was absolutely determined to get that ball to go in, and it did drop through the cylinder. 12-4. There's Keaton unloading for another three. No. Holscher with the rebound. To Rick. To Schooler. To Holscher on the left wing. Holscher puts it on the floor. Running hook. Up and in from about 6 feet away for Lincoln. Lincoln is in the scorebook now. We're leading 14-4 here. Milbank is up by 10 with $1:12 left here in the opening quarter. Keller with it now. Stops at the free throw line. Spin move. Kicks it over left wing to Schrader. Top of the key, it goes to Kelly. Kelly puts it on the floor. Kelly all the way to the rim. Spin move on the block. He's going to kick it over. That's going to be a nice look, but not a finish by Lavacek. And Milbank with the rebound. Now Schooler on the left wing. It goes to Keaton on the left wing. Back to Sam Rick. Sam puts the ball on the floor. He's going to kick it over to Schooler. Wide open baseline three. Jeter Schooler drops it in from long range along the right side on the baseline from the corner pocket. 17-4 now. Your Milbank Bulldogs are leading here on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. There's Keller with it now for the Falcons. Shot clock is off here in the first quarter. 15 seconds left in it. Keller now with Schooler guarding him defensively. They work it over now. There's a Carson Kelly. Nice move to the rim. Another nice finish by Carson Kelly. And it's 3-2-1. Schooler counts if it goes, and that's a little bit short. 1 quarter in the books. Milbank 17, Florence Henry 6. Back with more boys hoops in 1 minute on KMSD and BigStoneRadio.com.
At 203 Realty in Milbank, a huge part of their formula for success is their agent team. One of those agents is Brandon Perry. Brandon is a Wilmot native, Northern State grad, and has resided in Milbank for over 22 years. Brandon joined the real estate world after 25 years of service in the National Guard. Brandon's attention to detail, patience, commitment to his customers, and willingness to put in the extra hours is what sets him apart.
Hi, this is Brandon Perry with 203 Realty. Contact us today by visiting 203-realty.com. At 203 Realty, your address is more than just a number.
Border Lake Insurance in Milbank and Ortonville is your locally owned independent insurance agency. As an independent insurance agency, Terry Holquist and staff at Border Lake Insurance have access to multiple companies that offer home, farm, auto, commercial, life, and health products. Border Lake Insurance has 2 convenient locations. Stop by or call their Main Street office in Milbank at 605-432-5884. Or in Ortonville, call 320-839-6145. Located in Grand Marais State Bank, formerly the Sen Bank Building. Border Lake Insurance. Insurance agents you can count on.
And quarter number number 2 upon us here in the Milbank National Guard Armory on a Friday night. Falcons with the basketball now. They get it to Lavacek. Gets tipped, but Carson Kelly retrieves for the Falcons. Spin move, Carson Kelly loses control, but right to Robinson, and he misses it from about 10 feet away. Rebound Milbank. Here's Bray Boucher with it now for the Bulldogs to Jackson Weesey. Right wing to Ryan Keaton. Up to Howard to Bray Boucher. Nice ball movement. Ryan Keaton up and in for 2. Beautiful entry assist pass that time by Bray Boucher. Ryan Keaton with 5 now for Milbank. Left wing to nice move to the rim again by Kelly, and he does not finish. Rebound Howard up ahead to Ryan Keaton. Ryan wants to push matters. No good, but then there's going to be a step out of bounds by Jack Howard, as Jack so often does, flying toward the basketball on the rebound opportunity. 19-6 now. Milbank is leading with 7:05 left here in the second quarter. And here comes Tucker Keller now directing traffic for the Falcons from Florence Henry. Puts the ball on the floor, goes to his left now, leaves it off for Kelly on the left wing. Kelly fakes the pass, goes just about all the way into the bucket, kicks it back though to Schrader. Running floater from about 12 feet by Schrader does not go. Rebound is touched out last by the Falcons, so Milbank will throw the ball in now with 6:41 left in the second quarter. 19-6. Milbank leading here on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. As Jackson Weesey now takes the ball across the court, double teamed right as he crosses half court to Snaza. Back to Weesey now. Weesey gets the screen set, and there is going to be an offensive foul on Milbank, and that is going to be on Ryan Keaton as he was setting the screen. So Ryan gets whistled with his first personal foul. And so the Falcons will trigger inside court now. Carson Kelly will get it into Tucker Keller. Keller now with the basketball for the Falcons. Left wing just about taken away by Keaton. Retrieved though by Schrader to Kelly, top of the key. Right wing to Keller. Keller puts it on the floor. Running floater, no, but Keller is going to be fouled. So Keller will go to the charity stripe for a pair of opportunity tosses here. Tucker Keller looking for his first point and or points tonight. That foul was on Jackson Weesey. That's his first. 5'9" junior Tucker Keller puts it up off the front edge of the rim. No good. Holscher, Rick, and Schooler back in. Boucher, Keaton, and Weesey go out for Milbank. So not a line change, but 3/5 of a line change, I guess, if you will. So Tucker Keller now, second free throw is upcoming for the 5'9" junior. There it is, and it goes through the net. So it is 19-7 now. Milbank with the ball, leading by 12 here on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. Jeter Schooler now to Sam Rick, and coming up from behind Sam that time was Dawson Lavacek. He just about came away with a pickpocket that time, but it went out of bounds. Last touch by Lavacek. So Holscher now will throw inside court for Milbank. Lincoln is looking into Schooler. It goes. Jeter catches toward center court. Dribbles off to his right now. Hits it over on the right wing to Holscher, to Schooler. On the block to Holscher. He's double teamed. He jumps anyway and puts it up from about 5 feet away and gets it to go. Lincoln Holscher now with 4 for Milbank. And it's 21-7. Milbank is leading. And here is Schrader now as he's going to try to get it across court underneath the basket to Robinson. But in the meantime, it was kicked out of bounds by one of the Bulldogs. So shot clock at 25, game clock at 5:37 now for the Falcons. They look and get it into Robinson. He kicks it back out top of the key to Lavacek. Right wing to Kelly. Kelly puts it on the floor. Spin move. Kelly, Euro step, no. Does not go. Emmett Snaza with the board to Rick to Schooler. Back to Rick now, top of the key. Puts it on the floor. Sam Rick connects from about 5 feet away on the run. Sam Rick's first bucket here in the second quarter. He's got 9 all told here tonight for Milbank. And here comes a nice shot on the run that time by Schrader as he connects. Milbank now with Sam Rick to Schooler, basically at the top of the key now. He goes off the left wing to Howard. To Schooler, dribbles off to his right to Howard, now to Rick on the left wing. Rick to Holster at the left elbow, kicks it to Howard with 6 on the shot clock. Jack moves toward the rim, puts it up, no good, but Jack Howard will toe the stripe for a couple of tosses. And that foul is on Colby Robinson. That's his first. So 4:32 left to play here in our second quarter, 23-9. Milbank is leading. Howard's going to try to push that lead a little bit more, and he misses that free throw. So Jack Howard's second free throw upcoming here very shortly as we speak. There it goes, and that is no good either. Rebound out of there to Keller. For the Falcons. Now he gets it over on the left wing, and that's going to be Schrader trying to make a move toward the rim, and Schrader is going to be fouled. He didn't get a shot up or anything, so Schrader will not go to the free throw line. But that is Milbank's third team foul here already of the second quarter. Of course, if you get 5 in a quarter, the other team shoots 2 shots from the line. Kelly catches top of the key, gets it to Keller. Keller jumps from 10 feet away, no good. Rebound grabbed out of midair by Snaza. Leaves it off now to Schooler. Schooler directing traffic. Top of the key, right wing to Sam Rick. Rick puts it on the floor, moves up, and puts it off the glass. Sam Rick gets it to go. Sam Rick now with 11. Sam has that terrific first step, that first move, and if you even blink, Sam is right by you offensively. And here is a nice little give and go, but that came and went for the Falcons that time. They were trying to get it to Keller, who was cutting toward the rim. Just did not quite complete the play that time. Ball out of bounds. Turnover number 4 on the Falcons. 25-9 is your score here. Milbank has the ball and the lead. As Jeter Schooler now left wing, Lincoln Holscher. Lincoln puts it on the deck, kicks it back out to Schooler on the left wing, left elbow jumper. Jeter in and out, and then stays in for Jeter Schooler from about the left elbow. Jeter now with 5, 27-9. Milbank is stretching their lead here a little bit in the National Guard Armory. Carson Kelly with it now. Kelly top of the key to Keller. Over to Schrader on the left wing. Schrader dribbles now, gets it. Nice pass to Lavacek. Tried the reverse layup. That's no good. Rebound taken out of there by Holscher. Holscher up ahead to Snaza. Snaza on the block. That's a mismatch. Emmett Snaza up and in for 2 on the hook shot. And there's going to be a foul, or a timeout, I should say, and we'll take one as well. 29-9. Milbank leading. 2:59 left here in the second quarter. We'll be back with more basketball in 1 minute on KMSD and BigStoneRadio.com.
Ready for fiber fast internet and friendly service? Experience unbeatable speed and local support with ITC, your community connected cooperative. When you call ITC, you're talking to a real person, a neighbor, not a robot. We take pride in offering same day or next day support when you need it. And our support doesn't stop there. With investment initiatives like ITC Impact, we're giving back to the communities that make us great. Faster internet and friendlier service are in reach with ITC. Get started today.
Quitting tobacco doesn't just add more years to your life. It can add more good years. Quitting could mean more good years chasing your grandkids around the backyard rather than years of catching your breath in the background. Quitting could mean more good years traveling our breathtaking world rather than getting saddled with health problems like lung disease. Quitting means playing an active part in your life rather than just letting it pass you by. Don't miss out on life's big moments. Get your life on track and live more good years. Call 1-866-SD-QUITS to get started. Paid for by the South Dakota Department of Health
And the Milbank Tobacco Coalition.
And welcome back inside the National Guard Armory. Chad Knowles, Mike Side here on your Friday evening, late January. Florence Henry now with the basketball, trailing 29-9 on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. They get it now to Schrader, and then it's going to be taken away by Jeter Schooler. Jeter up to Lincoln. They wanted the slam that time. Lincoln Holscher gets it ripped out of his hands, though, by his number 0 counterpart, Tucker Keller. Stands only at 5'9", but he came up behind the 6'4" Holscher and just kind of ripped it out of his hands. I thought we were going to see a throw down there, but Keller said not this time. Keaton on the left wing now, right at the top of the key. It goes to Weesey. Right wing to Schooler. Schooler spins a little bit, gets it up top of the key to Weesey. Left wing it goes to Keaton. Mishandles temporarily, but then regains control. Fires a 3. That's no good. Rebound Carson Kelly for the Falcons. Carson pushing matters. Carson all the way. Stops at the right block, though, and he's going to be fouled. So that's team foul number 4 on Milbank here. Next team foul, Florence Henry will be shooting free throws the rest of the half. Weesey is out now. Sam Rick back in for the Bulldogs. They get the ball into Kelly under the rim. Too far into the rim. Puts it up. No. Lincoln Holscher with the rebound. Lincoln to Rick. Rick on the dead run. He's going to get it also knocked out of his hands that time. So it's Milbank's ball now as the ball was knocked out of bounds by the Falcons. 2:10 left here in the second, 29-9. Milbank is building a pretty healthy lead here, and there's going to be a timeout called by Coach Dede, and we will take one as well. 2:10 left in the half. Back with more basketball in 1 minute on KMSD and BigStoneRadio.com.
Ortonville Area Health Services encourages you to get your flu vaccination this year. Flu shots are available at Northside Medical Clinic in Ortonville and at the Clinton Clinic during regular clinic hours. In addition to flu shots, OAHS also offers a wide range of preventative vaccinations, including flu, COVID, RSV, and pneumonia. Protect yourself and those around you. Give everyone a fighting chance against the flu this season. Call OAHS 320-839-6157 and schedule your flu shot today. Walk-ins are always welcome.
Pro Image Partners. Pro Image Partners. So many reasons why you can turn to us. We'll help you show your pride. You want the best for work or play. We're your one-stop image shop. We'll help you show your pride. ProImagePartners.com.
And welcome back to the Milbank National Guard Armory Friday night basketball action here. Lincoln Holscher into Ryan Keaton. He'll pull the trigger for 3 on the right baseline. No good. Rick right there for the putback. Sam Rick puts it back up and in for 2, and Sam fouled, so he's going to try to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play. Sam with 13 points now. Nice. Kind of a sneak-in rebound, if you will, that time from the backside by Sam Rick. Sam's old-fashioned 3-point play free throw is no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Colin Jacobson, who's in there now for the Falcons. To Keller, to Schrader on the right wing. Schrader puts the ball on the floor, spin move, and he picks up his dribble. Kicks it back out now, and they get it off to Keller on the left wing. Keller kicks it over now. And that is Jacobson. Keller, nice move to the rim, and that is a good transition, or not a transition bucket, but a nice finish by Keller that time as he was going toward the rim, and Lavacek, I believe, spotted him that time. Minute 25 left here in the opening 2 quarters. Ozowski catches on the baseline, kicks it back to Keaton on the baseline. Layton from short misses. No, Layton with his own putback up off the glass for Layton Ozowski, and he gets it to go. 33-11 now. Milbank by 22. With 60 seconds left here in the opening half. And Keller now puts the ball on the floor, gets it to Jacobson. And they get it to Jacobson again on the block. Jacobson backs in, puts it up from short range. Osowski pulls out the rebound. And it's Sam Rick way over Ryan Keaton's head. Turnover number 2 only by my count here for Milbank. Bray Bauscher in. Let's see. Harley Zemlicka in. Emmett Snaza back in. Osowski, Schooler, and Rick go to the bench of Coach Logan Deedy with 40 seconds left here in the second quarter. 203 Realty halftime show coming up shortly. Stay tuned for that. Schrader catches on the left wing for the Falcons. 33-11 Milbank. Carson Kelly maneuvers toward the rim. Kicks it back out to the free throw line for a shot by Robinson. No good. Rebound now to Milbank, and here comes Ryan Keaton. Shot clock off here in the second quarter. 16, 15, 14. That's how many seconds are left here in quarter number 2. Zemlik on the baseline. Now they work it to Bauscher, to Holscher in the paint. Holscher from 5 feet away. It hangs on the cylinder, but drops through for Lincoln. And there's a shot that's going to count if it goes, and it does not go. So we have reached halftime here at the National Guard Armory. Your score, Milbank 35 and Florence Henry's Falcons 11. We'll be back with the 203 Realty halftime show coming up here in 3 minutes on KMSD and BigStoneRadio.com.
The Millstone Family Restaurant is turning up to 10 with their new Too Hot to Handle menu. Your challenge, should you choose to accept it, the spicy chicken sandwich with crispy, deep-fried chicken, guaranteed to make your mouth water and your brow sweat. The spicy pulled pork sandwich features smoked pulled pork and enough spice to make you call your mama. And for you seafood lovers, the Firehouse Shrimp Wrap with crispy shrimp tossed in their special spicy sauce, all wrapped up and ready to go. The Too Hot to Handle menu at the Millstone Family Restaurant in Milbank.
You don't have to live with aches and pains. See Dr. Matt at Chiropractic in Motion. With a minor adjustment, headaches, numbness, and pain can be relieved. Dr. Matt is the type of chiropractor that helps his patients by correcting the problem with as few visits as possible. Chiropractic in Motion looks forward to seeing their customers outside of the office, enjoying their lifestyle with a smile. The next time you have aches and pains, count on the helping hands of Dr. Matt. He's there when you need him. Chiropractic in Motion, Sports Injury and Family Wellness Center, Highway 12, Milbank. Johnson Family Dentistry wants to remind you of the steps to a bright and healthy smile for life. Remember to brush your teeth 3 times each day. Use mouthwash after brushing. And floss your teeth each day. Visit Johnson Family Dentistry twice a year for regular cleaning and checkups. And be sure and change your toothbrush every 3 months. Dr. Johnson and Dr. Holmquist are now accepting new patients. Call Johnson Family Dentistry in Milbank. More information at milbankdentist.com.
What's your big picture?
To actually have savings in my savings.
To pay at the pump. To make life easier.
To spend less. Wait, to make more.
If making the most of your time and money is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust has you covered with award-winning customer service and local experts.
To keep having fun. Oh, to keep up with her.
Find out how First Bank & Trust helps you bank easier at bankeasy.com. Member FDIC.
Lewis Family Drug is your one-stop location. In addition to quality prescription and non-prescription drugs with free delivery, Lewis has a huge selection of everyday basics and name brands and specialty items, always at affordable prices. They carry seasonal items, fabrics, crafts, and groceries. Shopping at your local Lewis Drug is more simple and more rewarding than ever. Download the Lewis mobile app to add on-the-go convenience to your errands. Lewis Family Drug, everyday savings close to home.
Haslett Construction in Ortonville, Minnesota is known for their quality work. Additions to the Valley Queen Cheese Factory and First Bank & Trust, St. Lawrence School, Milbank Elementary, Ortonville Area Health Services, and the Big Stone County Highway Department Garage, and so many other projects over the years. They are known for their quality work and professionalism on the job. That's what makes Haslett Construction the contractor you want for your building projects. Go with the people you trust. Haslett Construction, Ortonville, Minnesota.
And welcome back inside on a very cold night on the outside, but we're nice and warm here in the National Guard Armory. Your halftime score, Milbank 35, Florence Henry 11 here in boys basketball action in late January. You're in tune to the 203 Realty halftime show. 203 Realty is proud to support the Milbank Bulldogs. Buyers and sellers, visit 203realty.com for all of your real estate needs. Well, this one honestly has been pretty much all Milbank so far. After one quarter, it was 17-6. The hosts had the lead, and then Milbank adds 18 in quarter number 2 to 5 for the Falcons. So it's 35-11 here at halftime intermission for Florence Henry. Let's break you down individually. Of course, with 11 points, they still have put 4 guys in the scoring column, though. Carson Kelly leads the way with 4, Tucker Keller with 3, Zachary Schrader with 2, and Colby Robinson with 2 for Florence Henry, and their total of 11 here at halftime intermission. For the Bulldogs, of course, they have spread out the wealth just a little bit more. Sam Rick is leading, all scorers in the game. Sam with 13 in the first half tonight. Lincoln Holscher next in line with 6. Jeter Schooler, Ryan Keaton with 5 apiece. Emmett Snaza with 4. Leighton Osowski with 2. For Coach Logan Deedy and Milbank's total of 35 points here at halftime intermission. Florence Henry from the free throw line, 1 for 4. Milbank 0 of 3. Turnovers, Milbank 2, Florence Henry 4. A pretty clean half overall played by both teams here tonight so far in the National Guard Armory. JV game tonight goes to Milbank 64-18. The C game goes to Milbank 54-17. Of course, don't forget tomorrow more basketball action for you. And again, these should be a couple of dandies, ladies and gentlemen, out in Groton. JV girls and C boys start at 2 o'clock. The JV boys will tip it off at about 3. Varsity girls at about 4 o'clock, and the varsity boys at about 5:15 or so. Of course, both the varsity games heard right here on KMSD and BigStoneRadio.com and our YouTube page as well. Again, those should be a couple of dandies tomorrow in Groton. All right, the 203 Realty halftime show. I'm going to step aside here for a final time, and we'll be back with the second half coming up here in 3 minutes on KMSD and BigStoneRadio.com.
From the first wails of surprise to first day of school questions, playground adventures, learning to drive stress, and graduation cheers, they'll always be your little sunshine. At Avera Children's, we get kids, teens, and parents too. We'll step you through first checkups, milestones, sickness, and specialized care when your child needs it, and treat them like our own every step of the way. Learn more at avera.org/children's.
This year, Pioneer celebrates a century of innovation. From the first corn hybrid to the latest innovation like Vorseed and Less Corn, or Pioneer brand Z-Series soybeans. They're proud to be the one you count on when every bushel counts. Plant the 100th season of Pioneer. Contact Paul or Riley at Dakota Country Egg Service in Milbank today at 605-467-0715 or 605-949-4170 to learn more.
Milbank Ford isn't just a dealership. It's part of your journey. Whether you're cruising toward adventure or hauling hometown pride, they've got the ride to get you there. Stop in and explore their lineup of tough F-Series trucks, fuel-efficient SUVs, and family-ready crossovers, all backed by local service you can count on. The road starts in Milbank, but it could take you anywhere. Come and find your Ford today at Milbank Ford, where small-town trust meets big-time value.
Dreaming of a getaway? Escape to Schmidt's Landing on beautiful Big Stone Lake. Whether you're casting for walleyes, perch your bass, or just enjoying these stunning views, Schmidt's Landing has something for everyone. Relax in comfortable lakeside suites, or set up your camper or tent for a long weekend. How about spending this summer at your seasonal RV spot? There are also boat and pontoon rentals, plus a fully stocked C-store with bait and license. Discover a family adventure or a peaceful retreat at Schmidt's Landing. Visit schmidtslanding.com and like them on Facebook. Are you in need of collision repair? Look no further than Al's Body Shop. Their team of expert technicians has years of experience and are dedicated to getting your car or truck back on the road and no time. From minor dings to major body damage, they've got you covered. And with their state-of-the-art equipment, they can handle any make or model. Plus, they work with all insurance companies to make the process as easy as possible. Don't let an accident slow you down. Go see Al's Body Shop today. Al's Body Shop, Milbank. Quality collision repair you can trust.
Here's where the good ideas come from. Street Graphics, Main Street, Milbank. Working with local schools to provide ideas and solutions for fundraising. They can customize a design just for you. T-shirts, trophies, banners, buttons, contract printing. They do it all. They work in quantities from 1 to 5,000. Printing and promotions, they print on anything but paper. See them at streetgraphics.com. That's graphics with an EX. Main Street, Milbank, South Dakota. Streetgraphics.com.
And I didn't get to it in my pregame, so I want to thank our sponsors and run through them here quickly. Dakota Country Ag, Bean Pharmacy, Milbank Ford, Schmitz Landing, Al's Body Shop, Street Graphics, 203 Realty, Border Lake Insurance of Milbank, ITC of Milbank, Milbank Tobacco Coalition, Ortonville Area Health Services, Pro Image Partners, Millstone Family Restaurant, Chiropractic in Motion, Johnson Family Dentistry, First Bank and Trust of Milbank, Lewis Family Drug, Haslam Construction, and Avera Milbank Medical Center, Milbank Area Hospital Avera. And I've been scrolling our sponsors across our video stream if you're watching that as well. Thanks to those fine businesses as well. Again, don't forget Coach's Corner tomorrow during the 10 o'clock hour with Jeff Carino here on KMSD. And we should tell you, we should take care of the legals here. You are in tune to Classic Hits 95.1 KMSD FM, 1510 AM, KMSD, Milbank, South Dakota, streaming video and audio to the World Wide Web, www.bigstoneradio.com, and our YouTube page as well. Thanks for listening. Thanks for all your great feedback. I appreciate all of it. And like and subscribe to our YouTube page as well. All right, 35-11, Milbank with the ball and leading here in quarter number 3. Sam Rick catches at the top of the key now, off to the left wing to Lincoln Holscher, back to Rick at the top of the key. Sam puts it on the floor to Schooler, corner pocket 3 for Jeter on the right side. That's no good. Rebound whacked out of bounds by Lincoln Holscher. So taking over now will be the Falcons as they get it into Lavacek, back to Keller. Tucker Keller with the basketball now, off to Carson Kelly on the left wing. Kelly top of the key to Schrader, right wing to Keller, underneath to Kelly. Kelly spins and gets it to Keller on the baseline. Turns from 10, that's no good. Rebound to Lavacek, reverse layup, that's no good by Lavacek. Milbank rips down the rebound. Here's Sam Rick with it now. Sam Rick up ahead to Schooler now, left wing to Howard, on the baseline to Holscher. Nice pass, Emmett Snaza to the cutting to the rim, Jeter, Schooler. Schooler finishes. He's got 7 now for the Bulldogs. 37-11. Milbank stretching the lead now as the Falcons catch the ball. Schrader thought about a top of the key 3, doesn't take it. The shot is no good by the Falcons. Rebound run down by Howard, and he hands it off to Schooler. Jeter Schooler now with the basketball for Milbank. Picks up his dribble now to Jack Howard at the top of the key. Right wing to Sam Rick. Sam puts the ball on the floor, top of the key. Schooler catches, right wing back to Rick it goes. Sam Rick with 13 on the shot clock. On the block to Holscher. Holscher lets the traffic go by, puts it up to a little bit too strong. Rebound to Carson Kelly. To Keller. Keller with the basketball now for the Falcons. Right wing, Kelly. Kelly, top of the key, Schrader now. Schrader off to Keller on the left wing. Top of the key it goes to Lavacek, then over to Schrader. Keller now on the right wing. Nice move to the rim, Tucker Keller. Nice finish by Keller as well. 37-13 now. Milbank still with the healthy 24-point lead on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. Nice individual move by Tucker Keller that time though. As Sam Rick now, he's going to throw the ball away. away. Turnover number 3 on Milbank. Here comes Kelly now with it. Carson Kelly turns from 5 feet away. No good. Howard rips out the rebound, and I mean that in every literal sense of the term that time. Sam Rick thought about the 3, doesn't take it. On the block it goes. Emmett Snaza back to Rick. Schooler on the baseline for Milbank. Schooler dribbles. He's going to shoot one up from about 10 feet away again. Jeter drops it. Jeter with all 4 here for Milbank in quarter number 3. 2 of the same looking shots from about 10 feet away, head on from outside the basket, in the lane, I guess, if you will. Robinson now to Keller. Robinson on the right wing for the Falcons. Left wing to Kelly. Kelly puts it on the floor, goes to his right, back to his left, kicks it to Keller. 4 on the shot clock. Keller, another nice move to the rim, doesn't finish that time though. Schooler rips down the rebound. Jeter up ahead to Emmett Snaza, and then there's going to be a big time, and I mean a big time collision. And that is going to be a blocking foul on the Falcons. Carson Kelly. That is his first personal foul. 4:28 left in the third. Milbank 39-13 with the lead. Into Holscher. Holscher up and in with the left hand from about 3-4 feet away, I suppose. Lincoln now with 8. 41-13. Milbank is leading. And here come the Falcons now. That's Lavacek missing it to Schooler. Jeter with the rebound. Up ahead, Jeter is on the rush. Jeter, Schooler, nice move to the rim. Tries to get it to Snaza. I thought Jeter was going to go up with the shot, but instead Emmett Snaza was there, and Emmett missed the short shot, or actually was taken away. Here come and there the ball gets stuck in between the rim and the backboard. We saw that once in the JV game tonight too. And what that is, if you don't know, and I didn't know for sure either right away, but that's a jump ball basically. So it goes to the alternating possessions. And the alternating possession arrow goes to Florence Henry this time. So the Falcons get the ball. Keller, step back 3. Tucker Keller drops it. Keller with 8 now. On the block to Emmett Snaza. Emmett loses the ball. Keller with it now. To Kelly. And there's going to be a whistle and a foul on one of the Bulldogs. Leighton Osowski returns now for Milbank. Emmett Snaza goes to the bench. That foul is on Lincoln Holscher, his first. And it's going to be taken away by Schooler. Peter Schooler now leaves it off for Rick. Back to Schooler. Right wing to Rick. Rick now to Keaton. He'll fire for 3. Ryan Keaton misses. But there's a whistle. And Ryan Keaton was fouled, but now I don't know if he's going to get 3 free throws or not. It doesn't appear like it. So Lincoln Holscher will trigger inside court now for Milbank. It's Rick catching at the top of the key with 3:11 left here in the third quarter. Holscher now. Schooler, corner pocket 3 from the right side. Jeter drops it in. And it's 44-16 now. Milbank is leading with 3:02 left in the third. Jeter Schooler now with 12 points for Milbank. Sam Rick leads the way with 13 for the Bulldogs. Jeter right next though with 12. And here come the Falcons now. There's a move to the rim by Schrader. No good. Good box out position by Osowski. To Schooler to Rick. Up ahead to Ryan Keaton now on the baseline. Ryan Keaton over across court to Holscher. Top of the key, Sam Rick. Rick puts it on the floor. Schooler for 3. And that's going to be a step back 3. That's no good. Rebound to Keller. Austin Keller now is also in there for the Falcons. And Carson Kelly puts up a shot, but way after the foul was committed. And that foul is number 2 quickly on Lincoln Holscher. In for the Falcons now, number 21, Tucker Mumm, 5'10 junior. And going to the bench is Colin Jacobson. Into Kelly, and Kelly can't finish after the nice move to the rim. Rebound to Holscher to Schooler. Now Schooler back to Holscher, top of the key. Nice pass underneath. Osowski all by himself. Leighton, nice finish. Nice pass by Holscher that time. The lead is 30 now, so again, it should be the continuous clock here, I believe. There's 2:03 left here in the third quarter. Keller now with it, right wing to Kelly. Kelly is going to dribble toward the rim. And he's going to fire up the 3 now, and that is no good by Schrader. And here's Holscher now. He's going to, there's an offensive foul, actually. So, just about a line change now. Zemlicka in, Bray Bauscher in, Weesey in, Emmett Snaza back in for Milbank. And here they come, the Falcons now. Right wing it goes, and there's Keller. He's going to make a nice move to the rim and put it up and in for 2. That's Tucker Keller. And it's 46-18 now as Bauscher with it for Milbank. Left wing, Weesey. He'll float it for 3. Jackson Weesey connects. 49-18. Milbank in front now with 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. And again, a spin move. That's a nice move by Kelly. And it is going to be the continuous clock now as Kelly gets fouled. And it will stop now when Kelly goes to the free throw line. The clock will. And there it stops. And that foul is on Leighton Osowski. That's his first free throw, and that is in by Carson Kelly. He's got 5 points here tonight. 4 of those, though, were in the first half. Kelly went off for 26 on Saturday in the overtime loss to Langford area. Second free throw, that splashes right through for Carson Kelly. So he's got 6 points now and 28 seconds left here in the third quarter. Milbank leading with the continuous clock now, 23.5 seconds left. As Ryan Keaton now, the shot clock is off, 15 seconds, and Keaton is going to be fouled. Of course, the clock will just basically run, and it's going to just about run out here for the third quarter, as Zemlicka now is going to trigger the ball into Weesey. That is Keaton, and Keaton misses a 3 at the end of the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. Milbank 49, Florence Henry 20. Back with the fourth and final quarter in a minute on KMSD and BigStoneRadio.com.
Bean Pharmacy is your hometown family-owned independent pharmacy conveniently located within the Milbank Area Healthcare Campus. Bean Pharmacy is a full-service pharmacy specializing in fast, accurate, and friendly service. They also offer a full line of over-the-counter products such as vitamins, first aid, and diabetic supplies. Need your prescriptions mailed or delivered? Bean Pharmacy can do that too, and it's free. Don't forget about their convenient drive-thru for quality health care for the entire family. See Bean Pharmacy located in the Milbank Area Healthcare Campus.
Hello, this is Emily with 203 Realty in Milbank. As we anticipate the arrival of spring, it is important to prepare for the bustling real estate market that accompanies this vibrant season. If you're considering buying or selling a home, now is the ideal time to reach out to us at 203 Realty. By doing so, you'll ensure you're ready to seize the opportunities as soon as the spring market begins. Avoid the last-minute scramble and stay ahead of the curve with the support of our expert agent team. 203 Realty, where your address is more than just a number.
And the fourth and final quarter upon us here in Milbank on, again, a very frigid Friday evening. Again, if you're out and about, hopefully you're traveling safely, and hopefully everybody travels safely back home here from the National Guard Armory tonight as well. Milbank starts the fourth quarter with the ball. Again, the continuous running clock now. So this fourth quarter, mythically, should go pretty fast here. As Schooler catches now. Stops at the top of the key, gets it off to Holscher. Now back to Schooler. They work it to Rick on the right wing. Sam Rick directing traffic, waiting for the screen to be set. Sam goes toward the basket, leaves it for Lincoln for three. Lincoln Holscher puts it up and drains it for three. Lincoln with 11, now third double-figure score in the books for Milbank here so far tonight. And they work it underneath to Tucker Keller, reverse layup. That's no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Milbank. 7:08, the clock continues to run, even if it's a dead ball. 52-20, Milbank is leading now. Get the ball in, and that's going to be taken away by Rick. And then there's a tied up ball, and that is going to evidently stay with Florence Henry. So 6:45 and ticking here as Keller now is going to throw the ball in, looking into Kelly, to Keller. Top of the key to Schrader now on the left wing. To Keller. Keller moves to the rim. Nice move and nice finish. Tucker Keller. Tucker Keller now with a dozen to lead the Falcons. It was a pretty looking move that time by Tucker. As Holscher now puts it on the floor, and there's a nice move to the rim and a nice finish by Lincoln. Lincoln now with 13. He's tied Sam Rick with the team lead now for points here tonight. As they get the right elbow now to Robinson, and there's a right elbow jumper by Carson Kelly that sticks in. It hung on the cylinder for a while, but dropped through for Carson. 54-24 now, an even 30-point lead here for Milbank. Lincoln Holscher on the baseline to Sam Rick. He'll line it up for three. That's no good. Howard flies in for the rebound. Kicks it back to Rick now to Schooler. Back to Howard at the top of the key to Holscher. Left wing Schooler thought about the three, doesn't take it, and then there's going to be a foul on one of the Falcons. Of course, again, the clock will just continue to run here. That's foul number 2 on Florence Henry. Foul number 1, excuse me, in the fourth quarter. In for the Falcons now is Colin Jacobson. 5:08, clock continues to run. Of course, even on the dead ball, Howard looking, gets it way up on top of the key to Schooler, to Rick on the right wing. Sam puts it on the floor, floater from 5, that's no good. Rebound Carson Kelly. And here come the Falcons now flying front court up to Lavacek. And Lavacek puts it up and in. Dawson Lavacek has his first bucket here tonight. 4:43 left in the game. 54-26. As Rick with a now left elbow jumper. Sam goes in. So Sam's first 2 points here the second half. 15 overall now for Sam Rick. Keller now, they work it up on top of the key to Schrader. Schrader jumps from 5 feet away. Emmett Snaza blocks it out of there, takes it out of there. Up to Jack Howard. Jack Howard doesn't have the numbers, so he slows it down. Schooler, right wing to Holscher. He'll fire for another 3, and Lincoln drops it. Lincoln with 13 now for Milbank. Or 16, I believe. Yeah, he has 16 now. Lavacek, nice move to the rim. Lavacek leaves it too strong, though. Rebound Schooler. Under 4 minutes left here in the game. Jeter Schooler with it now for the Bulldogs. 59-26 Milbank. They work it on the block to Snaza. Back to Rick. Rick moves to the rim. Snaza will put it up from about 12 feet away and connect. And there is a timeout. Nope, not a timeout. I beg your pardon. We're just going to leave it right here. Line change, basically, for both teams. And we'll try to catch up with a lot of these kids. I want to give all the kids credit that I can here. Carson Bach in for the Falcons. Austin Keller. Let's see, Braden Shep. Colin Jacobson. And let's see, with it now is Shep, and he's going to put up the shot. That's no good. Rebound Ryan Keaton for Milbank with 3:08 left in the game. Ryan Keaton now to Harley Zemlicka. Harley moves toward the rim, puts it up, no, but Harley Zemlicka will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. So the clock will stop when Harley gets the basketball now. That foul is on number 13, Zachary Schrader. That's his first. Free throw by Zemlicka splashes right through the nylon. And in now for the Falcons, number 24, Henry Konke, a 5'4" freshman. Harley Zemlicka made the score 62-26 and make that 63-26 as Zemlicka drains both free throws. 2:52 left in the game. And here come the Falcons now. I'm going to try to catch up with some of these kids here. Mum with it now to the baseline to Keller. There is Bach. Mum on the left wing. Mum goes to the basket, throws it up too hard. Rebound to Ryan Keaton. Up ahead, Harley Zemlicka. Harley on the run. He puts it up and in on the transition bucket. Harley Zemlicka now with 4 quick points here. 65-26. Milbank is in control. And there's a tip and just about a takeaway by Milbank, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs. And now 4 more new bodies in for Milbank. Mac Copeland, Liam Street, Max Schooler, and Aiden Kelly. And the ball goes in now for the Falcons. That is Keller to Bach to Mum. Mum maneuvers on the baseline, and he is going to be fouled. That's Milbank's only first team foul here in the fourth quarter, and that foul is on Mac Copeland. That's Mac's first. So they get the ball in now. Catching on the inbounds is Keller, or I beg your pardon, that is Konke, and then a 3-ball put up no good by the Falcons. Mum, and then there's going to be a battle for the rebound with 1:21 and the clock running. Possession arrow this time favors the home team, the Milbank Bulldogs. This game will be over shortly. We'll send her back for a quick break, and then we'll wrap this thing up and hope the vehicle starts in the parking lot here, as I've been here a while today. Max Schooler now with it for the Bulldogs. There's a 3-ball put up by Aiden Kelly. No good. Rebound, Harley Zemlicka. The putback, no good. And then that's going to go off out of bounds. Last touch by Milbank. Jackson Weesey in for Harley Zemlicka. So 44-43, that's how many seconds are left here in the game. 65-26, Milbank is leading on the Lewis Family Drug Scoreboard. And there's going to be, let's see, Konke with it now. He throws up the shot. It's no good. Konke is fouled, though, so Konke will go to the free throw line for a couple of shots. 22, 21, 20 seconds left. It'll stop with 20.6 seconds left. And Henry Konke, 5'4" freshman, will be at the free throw line. That foul on Aiden Kelly, his first. Konke puts it up. That is no good. So Konke's second free throw, that does decide to drop in. So Milbank will probably just hold on to the ball now. Aiden Kelly, Mac Copeland, 12, 11, 10, 9, and you get the idea. And Milbank will just hold on to the ball. And your final here tonight, Milbank comes up with a big victory, 65-27. We'll be back to wrap this thing up in 2 minutes on KMSD and BigStoneRadio.com.
Border Lake Insurance in Milbank and Ortonville is your locally owned independent insurance agency. As an independent insurance agency, Terry Holquist and staff at Border Lake Insurance have access to multiple companies that offer home, farm, auto, commercial, life, and health products. Border Lake Insurance has 2 convenient locations. Stop by or call their Main Street office in Milbank at 605-432-5884. Or in Ortonville, call 320-839-6145. Located in Grand Marais State Bank, formerly the Sen Bank Building. Border Lake Insurance. Insurance agents you can count on.
Ready for fiber-fast internet and friendly service? Experience unbeatable speed and local support with ITC, your community-connected cooperative. When you call ITC, you're talking to a real person, a neighbor, not a robot. We take pride in offering same-day or next-day support when you need it. And our support doesn't stop there. With investment initiatives like ITC Impact, we're giving back to the community capabilities that make us great. Faster internet and friendlier service are in reach with ITC. Get started today.
Quitting tobacco doesn't just add more years to your life. It can add more good years. Quitting could mean more good years chasing your grandkids around the backyard rather than years of catching your breath in the background. Quitting could mean more good years traveling our breathtaking world rather than getting saddled with health problems like lung disease. Quitting means playing an active part in your life rather than just letting it pass you by. Don't miss out on life's big moments. Get your life on track and live more good years. Call 1-866-SD-QUITS to get started. Paid for by the South Dakota Department of Health
and the Milbank Tobacco Coalition. Ortonville Area Health Services encourages you to get your flu vaccination this year. Flu shots are available at Northside Medical Clinic in Ortonville and at the Clinton Clinic during regular clinic hours. In addition to flu shots, OAHS also offers a wide range of preventative vaccinations, including flu, COVID, RSV, and pneumonia. Protect yourself and those around you. Give everyone a fighting chance against the flu this season. Call OAHS 320-839-6157 and schedule your flu shot today. Walk-ins are always welcome.
And welcome back into the National Guard Armory. Milbank, a pretty hot shooting team tonight on a very cold, frigid night outside. Milbank comes away with a 65-27 win tonight over the Florence Henry Falcons. Milbank goes to 7-3 on the season. Florence Henry drops to 2-10. Let's run you down by quarters. Milbank after one, 17-6 with the lead. 35-6 or 35-11 was the lead at half. 49-20 was the Milbank lead after three, and then 65-27. Most of the second half was under the running clock here tonight. For Florence Henry individually, leading the way, Tucker Keller with 12. Carson Kelly next in line with 8. Dawson Lavacek, Zachary Schrader, Colby Robinson with 2 apiece, and Henry Conkey with 1 for Florence Henry, and their total of 27 points here tonight. Florence Henry 4 of 8 from the free throw line. For your Milbank Bulldogs, 3 gentlemen tonight in double figures. Lincoln Holscher leads the way with 16. Sam Rick next in line with 15. Jeter Schooler with 12. Emmett Snaza with 6. Ryan Keaton with 5. Leighton Osowski, Harley Zemlicka with 4 apiece, and Jackson Weesey with 3 for Milbank, and their total of 65 points. Milbank scoring all those points, surprisingly, only 2 of 5 from the free throw line tonight. Turnovers, Florence Henry 6, Milbank 4. Again, your C game goes to Milbank 54-17. The JV game goes to Milbank 64-18. So Milbank a hat trick sweep here tonight for the boys. And again, don't forget Coach's Corner tomorrow during the 10 o'clock hour, and then in Groton tomorrow. Yes, we will be in Groton tomorrow. JV girls, C boys start at 2 o'clock. The JV boys at 3. Varsity girls about 4. Varsity boys about 5:15, 5:30. Both varsity games here on KMSD. And of course, streaming audio and video, BigStoneRadio.com, as well as our YouTube page. And that is all ahead tomorrow on your Saturday. Again, thanks to all of our sponsors. Thanks to all of our listeners. Thanks to Jeff Carino back at the studios for his efforts tonight. Again, I hope you all drive home safely. Those of you that are at home and are warm, just stay warm. Stay safe this weekend, everybody. But again, thanks for listening. And again, your final score tonight, Milbank 65, Florence Henry 27. For KMSD Radio Sports, I'm Chad Knowles. Good night, everybody. We'll send it back to the studios now of KMSD Radio.